Hi everyone, it's Teresa back with Craving Crochet. Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning into Craving Crochet channel. Today I am going to bring you a very different tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how I make these hats. Remember I showed this to you way back when? I don't remember, maybe a month ago. I did this with the white sparkle yarn. I'm actually wearing another one that I made. I also made a black one, and I actually, the one in the tutorial, I actually gave it away. I made two, like the one in the tutorial that you're going to see here. But the one that I'm making in the tutorial is a reversible, and this one is a reversible as well. So I did it with that striped yarn that I used to make the that vintage vest that I recently made, the easy crochet vest. So this is actually a reversible. So you've got all these colors, and I like wearing it this way. I don't know, these are my favorite colors of this hat. I really like this hat, and I wear it every day. I love it. But I've got the white one as well. So the one in the tutorial is white on one side, white sparkle, and then it's got the black sparkle on the inside. So here's the tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. It's using a Sentro knitting machine, which I got for Christmas. It's really easy, really easy, and I hope you try it. Okay, on with the tutorial. Hi, okay, so I'm going to try and show you how I make a hat with this machine. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's a Sentro, but everyone puts their own name on it, so I guess it comes from China, and everyone puts their own name. There's the row counter, and it's got a little crank here, and you just crank it. And this machine is wonderful. So I'm going to try and show you how I'm going to make a hat for a friend. Okay, so you're at the white peg. There's 48 pegs around, so the white peg is the 48th peg. So I'm going to try and make a hat for her using this yarn. I'm going to attempt to, I did a tutorial on this. I made a scarf and a hat with this. And this is, what is it? It's a Lion brand. Mystical Moors it's called. Made in Turkey. What is the material? 90% acrylic, 10% nylon. So I'm gonna make her, I don't know if I'm gonna make it all in this. I don't know if I have enough of this. I was thinking of possibly making her this, and then the other side this black sparkle. This is the Yarn Inspirations. I got this a few years back, and it's called black sparkle. The other one I got was white sparkle. I want to check out and see if they have any other ones, but I don't know if you can see it in the camera. But yeah, this is like the white sparkle that I made my poncho recently and my hat. So I'm going to try and show you how I go about making this. This has 149 yards. So to make a hat, I have to make 130 rows. So I don't know how far this will take me. So I might do half and half. I will see, because I've never done this before. Not on camera anyways, and kind of just going with yarns. I really like this yarn. It's really nice. I don't even know if the machine will take it, but they do recommend that you use like 4-weight yarn or lighter. So let's give it a roll and see how we do. Oops, I'll be right back. Okay, so how you start with this, you have to thread the machine, I guess. So this is the first peg beside the white one. The white one is 48, so this is peg 1 or needle 1, and then you crank clockwise, or is it counterclockwise? Well, away from you. Then the next one you go behind. The next needle you go in front. The next needle you go behind. The next needle you go in front. And you just take your time and do this all the way along. The next needle you go behind. The next you go in front. The next you go behind. in front, behind, in front, behind. So I'm not going to film it all because it's going to take too long. Just take your time and go in front and behind, in front and behind. And I will meet you back when we get close to 48. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm just coming to the last peg, or the last needle, which is the white one. So I'm going to wrap that around the back. And then what you do is you just thread, or feed, I don't know if I can show you now. It's not on the camera here. So you feed it through the, oops, go back here. Through this yarn feeder. And then here is a, I can't show you because it's not, let's see if I can move the camera maybe. This is the tension guide. So I'm going to put it into the second hole. Okay, put the camera back here. And then, make sure that's back there. Hold on. Alright. I think we're good to go. Make sure that's down. And we're going to start cranking slowly. And this is all you do. So you just crank. It looks like it's not taking this yarn. Alright, so that yarn, it didn't like, the machine didn't like it. So I put in that black sparkle. So I fed it all the way around one time. So now I'm just going to start cranking slowly. Maybe I should put this to 0. Yeah. And then you just crank slowly. First few rows you have to crank slowly so you don't drop any stitches. Yeah, so it did not like that yarn. I guess it's too, it was dropping all the stitches, so yeah, you have to be careful what yarn you use. So it can't be anything kind of with too much texture on it, just something very simple. This has very little texture on it. It's just got a little bit of that metallic running through it. So, and I did the white sparkle hat and it worked perfectly. So there I am, my first row is done. So this yarn counter, row counter didn't flip. So I hope that's not a problem with the machine. Maybe I need to pick up some speed. Because I noticed it didn't turn over. Oh, there it goes. Now it did. So I think you got to be kind of moving. And I'm slowly holding the yarn over here. And, oops. And just cranking, 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 cranking. So I'm going to go to, oops, it just came off the tension thing here. I'm just going to go to 75 rows because I want the hat to be so that she could flip it over and wear it a different color on the other side, and I'll show you how I do that. So I've never done this on camera, so now I'm at row 3, so I'm going to go all the way to 75, and then I'll meet you back when I get to 75. Oops. I think I need to wet the little suction cups. Oops, there we go again. Just trying to get used to this machine. Okay, I will be back when I'm at 75. Right now we're at 4. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm almost at the end. So, as you can see, I'm at 64. I said 75. I have to go to 65. Math is not my my strongest skill. But yeah, I just miscalculated, so I got to make it go to 65. So as soon as we get to the white peg, there we are, 65. So now I got to change the yarn. I got to add the white. So I will be right back. I got to grab the white yarn and I'll be right back. I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so The first time I did this, I messed it up, so I'm redoing it again. So I gotta add the white yarn now to make the second side. So hopefully I can do this without messing it up. So we've come to the end of our row. Just take that yarn out, the black, and we're gonna cut it. And just throw it in the middle. And then get your white yarn or your second color, whatever you're using. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. And you're going to put it into that first number 1 needle or peg. But it is a needle. And then you have to make sure, whoops, oh my goodness. So you put it behind there, and then you have to make sure that you're feeding your yarn through that feeder. It's hard to see from where I'm standing here. There's like a little groove. You have to make sure the yarn goes through there. Otherwise, otherwise the stitches will get dropped. And that's what I was having trouble with. I didn't realize. I was just starting using this machine. So this should work. So now you start cranking forward. And there we go. See? The yarn is catching because it's being fed properly through that groove. Make sure you put it through that front groove in order to catch. And then you attach the 2 yarns. These 2 yarns loosely. And you just keep going. Just put these loosely here like that. Drop them in. Keep feeding the yarn through. I'm just unwinding. I just can't get everything on camera because I don't have enough space. But then you just keep cranking forward. And that's your second color. And it's catching because it is properly being fed through the feeder. That's where I was missing. I was not putting it through the feeder. And that's where I was getting all tripped up over it. I was dropping stitches, pulling it out, starting over. So I'm letting you know that's how you do it. Make sure you put it through that feeder and you should have no trouble at all. Just take your time the first few rows because that's where you usually lose stitches, where stitches drop. I'm just loosening the yarn. And you just keep cranking until you get to the number of rows that you need. So I will meet you back when I get to that point. Meet you back. Alrighty, so we've come to 130, as you can see here. So what we need to do now is cut the yarn and cast off, and I'll be right back. Alright, so before we cast off, we need to make sure that this white needle is all the way down, just like this. And then we're going to remove the yarn from the feeder, and we're going to cut it. And then I'm going to thread a needle, and then we're going to start casting off. So just thread your needle and then go through slowly forward. When you see peg or needle 1, this is needle 1 right here, go all the way down and then just feed your needle through like this and pull the yarn through. That's how we cast off. So again, keep going forward, moving the crank forward, away from you, not towards you. There's the next one. Put your needle through, like so. Pull the yarn, and that's casting it off. I'll just do one more on camera because you don't want to watch me do all 48, do you? This is number 3. Once again, feed it through. Take your time. Whoops, because you're almost done your project, so you don't want to mess it up at the end. I don't want to mess it up. So I'll do one more. Just feed it through. Just like that. Very, very easy. Okay, I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so I'm cast off. I still have my needle here with the thread. There's one side, the black. Here's the white. So you're supposed to kind of stretch it out. That's what they say to do, to kind of relax the fibers. So just stretch it out. And it kind of takes better shape as you do that. Do that to the other side as well. I tried to do it evenly. I did the same amount of rows on each side. So you get a two-sided hat, which is kind of cool to have. So I just pull it. There it goes. Just pull it, relax the fibers. Just like this. Okay. And then we are to kind of cinch this up. Just like this by pulling the thread up. Pulling the yarn up. Cinch it, but don't close it all the way. So, just like this. Let me just turn it. So you cinch it. Not all the way though. Like I said, not all the way. You're going to put your needle in here and you're going to put this into the other side. So you're making like a cuff. I'm talking quietly because people are in bed in my house. And so I don't want to wake them up or bother them. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So here we are, we're on the other side. Straighten this out so that it's nice and neat. Not overlap, like not, you know, so it's nice, it's not overlap, it's not, oh, I can't even think of the word. It's not on top of each other. It's nice and straight. Just like that, see? Okay. All right, so here we are on this side. So you're just gonna continue to cinch it on this side. Just like this. And sew through to make the hole closed. This is how I think you can do it. If there's other ways that you know. But because it's, and I'm just learning how to do these, so this works for me. But if anyone has a better way of doing this, let me know. But I would just keep doing this to sew it nice and closed so that you don't have a hole anymore. And just pull it. Maybe I'll do it a couple more times. Just like this. Okay, so now this has to go in because then we have to cinch this. So let me, I'm just going to put the thread through, or the yarn through here. Okay, I'm just going to leave it for now and I'll fix it later. I think I'm doing this correctly. Okay. So now we have to cinch this one up. So where is the yarn for this? Where is the yarn? Here it is, where we started. when we first started. So you just start cinching this up. I just cinch this up, just like this. Kind of looks like a purse. And cinch it up, cinch it up. It's so easy and it's so much fun to make these hats. I'm giving this one away too. Okay. So you just cinch that up. See? It's all cinched up. And then we're going to just sew to secure that. I'm just starting the needle here. And you can put your hand through here to kind of help guide you. But you're not going to go through the white. You're just going to go through the black. I just took my hand out because I don't want to go through the white. And then you just sew it. Close it up. Tighten it. Make another one. Go through. Where is it? Just like that. Maybe I'll do one more. Should be fine. Hopefully I'm getting this all on camera okay for you and you can see what I'm doing. Oh, it doesn't want to come through. Ooh. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, there's too much thread here. Let me pull this out. Okay, so I'm going to put the needle through here to give it an extra reinforcement of a knot, I guess. A stitch through. There you go. That should do it. So now all you do is just, you can throw your needle in there and then pull it out through here. And there, that's hidden in there. And then just pull it, grab your scissors and cut. And then that just gets lost in there. And then I'll do the same on this side. I'll do the same thing. Just kind of throw, let me just get this off my needle. Thread this one again. This is just because it's double, it's two different colors, so you don't want the colors to come through. If you're doing it all in one color, it's not a big deal. But, and then we're just going to hide again. Just throw it in there. Come through. Cinch it a bit. Oops. Cut the yarn. And there you have. You have a beautiful double-sided hat. Get the scissors out of the way. This is the white side. It's got that white sparkle yarn. I hope the person that I give this to loves it. I think they will, because they did see it on my Facebook and they loved it. And then you have the black side, which is kind of cool. So then when you cuff it, you've got a black and white hat. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it. And I'll just show you what it looks like cuffed with the black on the other side. It's just so cool and versatile. So you've got two hats in one. And that's how I did my two-sided hat on my new machine, my Sentro. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.